to be honest, I really like the take they had on this, in which, in the manga, it was very fast-paced, in which they left Dressrosa very, very quickly, and it was basically in like 1 or 2 chapters, I believe, they did this, but I like what they did with the anime episode, and they kind of drew it out and made it seem like there's actually a struggle to get off of Dressrosa. It's not going to be easy. You're going up against Admiral Fujitora and all of these Marines. Yes, most of these Marines are fodder, but still, if you think about it, it's still the Marines, and really, I liked what Toei kind of did this week with this whole thing of Luffy's perspective on it, and having everyone else's perspective too. We did get to see most of the warriors from the competition, from the Coliseum, come in and take some Marines down, yo. Coming in, yo, helping out Luffy, having this debt they need to repay, and yo, having everybody come in and fight this episode. It was great seeing Luffy back on his feet. They now have to get off of Dressrosa and meet up with the rest of the crew for Zoe, and I am extremely hyped for that to come. But mainly with this episode, also seeing Sengoku look at them. Like, Sengoku is in the area of where Bartolomeo's crew is and everybody else is, while Luffy is on another part of Dressrosa trying to get a hold of, you know, Kiros and Rebecca and trying to rebuild their relationship because he's the main character. And to be honest, when I was first reading this manga chapter, I thought it was Luffy was heading back so he could have Rebecca come onto the crew, but that is not the case for this, and he is just trying to build a relationship between them. And I think Oda is just trying to isolate Luffy just so he has a harder time getting off of Dressrosa. And for the anime onlys, there's some stuff coming up which Luffy does on his own, and I think this is set up for that, and I think that's the only reason he had Luffy go by himself. And he set up the situation in which Rebecca and Kiros needed to mend. And of course, Luffy is the one to mend this relationship. And seeing, you know, this kind of talk between Law and Bellamy. And in the episode, they really drew it out, and it was like, Law was like, I didn't have to save you, bro. I didn't have to. Luffy said, you're his friend, and if you guys are friends, I'll help him out. And Luffy gave me this giant debt that is now off my shoulders, and since he helped me take down Doflamingo, I should save you. But now that you want to die, it's not really any of my business. Die if you want to. I really don't care. And I kind of like that like serious tone, and it really reinforces why Law is this cool, calm, and collected character, which I really like that intake on Law, and I just love this episode. Kind of drew out a lot of stuff. Luffy taking down a lot of fodder this episode, and Luffy kind of just being a savage going in. I loved a lot of the faces, and loved the whole adventure with Rebecca and Luffy, kind of building a relationship with them, something we probably will never see again after the end of Dressrosa. But anyways, guys, what are your thoughts on this episode? Are you excited for Fujitora and Sengoku to be coming in? Will the Straw Hats make it off of Dressrosa without any injuries? Anyways, guys, make sure to like, comment, and click that subscribe button. It would greatly be appreciated, and peace out, guys.